my shoulder.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll drop the throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an Allen to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 319! 319!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
falls here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down. It's Wallace, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harmon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets it to punches complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 51 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You've got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 34 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Leopard! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run with Harris. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. Our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and sneak it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Unable to take it and right down Broadway. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Saints, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.